Yeah, it's crazy, man. They also saying that Diddy, he got inmates in jail making his bed. You heard about that?
Bro, I'm gonna say it like this. Puff gonna be okay. Puff got money. Puff got hands. And all he really needs is 2 or 3 shot callers up on him.
That's why he wanted to get out, so bad. But I think that they're gonna railroad Diddy. Do I think that they're maggots in the food? I mean, I won't trust anything when you of the stature of Diddy. Think they give every inmate maggot food? Probably not.
Because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
So, it turns out a lot has been happening with Diddy behind bars. The man's been locked up for almost 18 months now. And word on the street is he's had to deal with DL inmates, STDs, and even straight up maggot-infested food. But before we dive deeper, let's break down what life inside really looks like for Diddy. If your ears have been tuned to the streets, you already know he's locked up at the notorious Metropolitan Detention Center in New York City, a place often called Hell on Earth. It's held high-profile inmates like Luigi Manioni, the accused United Healthcare CEO shooter, and the disgraced crypto founder Sam Bankman-Fried. The walls here are thick, the lights never shut off, and every sound echoes. Nothing like the luxury mansions or private jets Diddy was used to. According to insiders, Diddy's stuck in a unit called 4 North, packed with about 20 other men in dorm-style conditions. No individual cells, just one big room, and a paper-thin line between privacy and chaos. Every single day, the tension is heavy. One wrong look, one misstep, and conflict can ignite instantly. Word is, 4 North comes with fewer restrictions than other floors. It even has a few perks: air hockey, a gym, board games, TVs, a microwave, and inmates can buy tablets from commissary. But let's be honest, no amount of games or gadgets can erase the reality of prison life. The stress of constant vigilance, the forced interactions, the knowledge that every man around you is capable of violence. That pressure never lets up. Head counts happen throughout the day. Inmates wake early, sleep on thin twin beds with no pillows, and share communal bathrooms with nothing but a flimsy curtain for privacy. Insiders say Diddy can meet with attorneys in a conference room off the common area, and he's even got access to a laptop to sift through evidence. But everything is monitored, E-call, every email, every single move is under scrutiny. And the stakes? They're higher than most people could imagine. But here's the wild part. Inmates only get 15-minute phone calls. Yet, Diddy's allegedly been buying off other prisoners' privileges, extending his time, making 3-way calls, reaching contacts outside his approved circle. Folks inside say he's bending every rule in the book, paying off whoever he needs to, just to stay connected to the outside world. And really, with the kind of power Diddy's always had, no one's even surprised.
Bro, I'm gonna say it like this. Puff gonna be okay. Puff got money. Puff got hands. And all he really needs is 2 or 3 shot callers up on him. And Puff gonna become a shot caller. Because Puff been employing niggas from the prison system for down to 30 years, 25 years. And it ain't nothing to make calls and make sure he okay, especially in New York.
There are also reports that Diddy tried to erase evidence. Remember that leaked prison call from last year? A voice, believed to be Diddy, allegedly told one of his sons to get rid of all the pizza boxes.
Do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about.
The streets claim this was code for destroying anything that could be used against him in court. His lawyers pushed back, saying it was an AI-generated voice, but the public wasn't buying it. The rumor mill spun for weeks, while social media tore apart every word of that alleged call. Then things got messier. Diddy began showing up in court looking thinner, older, grayer. At first, folks thought maybe he just wasn't eating. No more private chef, no tailored meals. But then whispers started about maggots in the prison food. That rumor hit hard, sending shockwaves through fans and industry insiders alike.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why he wanted to get out, so bad. But I think that they're gonna railroad Diddy. Do I think that there are maggots in the food? I mean, I won't trust anything when you of the stature of Diddy. I think they give every inmate maggot food? Probably not.
But the story took a darker turn when the whispers shifted, suggesting Diddy's health struggles came from something deeper, an STD, reportedly AIDS. And honestly, for many, it wasn't all that shocking. The streets have been talking for years about his down-low lifestyle, male escorts, secret flights, behind closed doors parties. Diddy's wild, reckless behavior was no secret. For some, it only made those health rumors feel more believable. Word is, he ran freak-offs, bringing in men and women. No protection, no boundaries, just raw oil and reckless behavior. Remember when the feds raided his homes and found nearly 1,000 bottles of baby oil? No protection kits, no safe measures, just vibes and diseases floating through the air.
He sees cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
Insiders say the recklessness at those parties was beyond extreme, almost ritualistic, a world so far removed from anything normal folks could picture. Jaguar Wright was one of the first to speak up about Diddy's health, claiming he's been battling HIV. She even hinted that at least 20 other men in the industry are in the same situation, though she refused to drop names. She called it a bigger problem than most people realize, an epidemic quietly running beneath the industry's glossy surface, hidden behind flashy headlines and award shows.
Could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, having a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You wanna know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
An advocate, now he did do that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable, G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Then there's Sheree Hayes, known as the Punisher, a male escort who worked with Diddy. He revealed some of the darkest details: candles, veils, baby oil, and a billionaire pacing naked in the corner, orchestrating every second of the chaos. And it wasn't just once. Punisher said these sessions happened 8 to 12 times in hotel suites that cost more per night than most people make in a year. After the first few, it became mandatory. Everything raw, every climax had to hit Cassie's lips. And no, he wasn't talking about her mouth. Rules were strict. Nobody left until the ritual went down exactly as Diddy demanded. That was the level of control he allegedly held, micromanaging, like a dictator of his own twisted kingdom.
A former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs speaking out in a new interview with new allegations about wild parties and drug use.
We usually had a laundry list of items that included lights, alcohol, marijuana, ketamine. Those requests started to become more frequent.
And then there's Cat Williams, one of the loudest voices exposing the industry's darkest corners. He's talked for years about men selling their souls, rituals, and freaky deals behind closed doors. And yes, he called out Diddy directly.
Yeah, so I didn't get the instructions from him, but it was instructions from her, specifically. Every time I nutted, I had to nut in or around the outside of her box. So on the lips, everything, and to that degree on the outside of her. And that was clockwork. It had to be done like that every single time. And actually, it was kind of mandatory. The session could not be over unless I nutted, and I had to nut on the outside of her.
You couldn't leave until that happened?
Yeah, that was mandatory. It was Like that gotta happen for the session.
Cat said he turned down $50 million not once, but 4 different times, just to keep his integrity intact. He claimed Diddy himself tried to pull him into the mess, but Cat walked away saying hell no, while others got tangled in the web.
You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? What? Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
And if you know the industry, you know Cat Williams ain't new to this. He's been screaming about corruption and shady power games for years, pointing out how money, lust, and influence mix in ways that can break bodies and destroy reputations.
Because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
And now, looking back, everything Cat said hits different. Fans thought it was just comedy, but really, it was a warning, almost a prophecy. At the time, people brushed it off. The industry's dirt seemed too wild, too unbelievable. But now, it's bubbling up, and Diddy's name is carrying more filth than anyone could have imagined, and it gets nastier. Word is, Diddy's been running the same DL vibes inside prison too. Rumors say he's been getting down with male inmates, turning the prison floor into one more freak-off party. Folks close to the system claim he's got a fan club of groupies on the inside. Inmates fighting over who gets to make his bed, who gets close to him, who earns his approval.
Be gay in Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited to be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you around and look in the wrong room and
The whispers are wild, but with Diddy's history, no one's really shocked. Let's be real, this isn't new for him. He's been down low for years, cultivating a circle of boy toys that he allegedly used and rewarded with favors. Names are being dropped: YK Osiris, French Montana, Meek Mill. The list keeps growing. And now, people are side-eyeing everyone who was close to him. Y'all remember when Lil Rod exposed that Philly rapper who used to date Nicki Minaj? Everyone knew he was talking about Meek Mill. He just didn't say the name. And Meek, he jumped online and practically confirmed it with his reactions. He went off on X, typing, "My voice is so powerful as a black man from the ghetto worldwide. They want it gone. I'm a real king straight out the trenches, under control of no human. They learned how to damage us, brands from bots and campaigns like politicians." He even claimed he'd pay $100,000 for an investigation into who was behind the smear, but the streets weren't buying it. They called it damage control. Then, out of nowhere, a video drops of Meek poolside with Diddy, looking cozy. Diddy greets him. "Hey, what's up, King Son?"
According to you, the inmates are fighting over making his bed.
Diddy's such a big player in the game in terms of, his power, and he's that guy even in jail. Dudes are getting jealous at other dudes based on who made his bed. And I'm like, yo.
So that's a real thing? Yeah. People are actually making his bed?
Yeah.
I thought you were just joking.
And then it got even wilder. One of Diddy's ex-bodyguards leaked an audio clip. Word is, the tape caught Diddy and Meek in some very intimate vibes.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Then it got. And if that audio's legit, that's the final nail in Meek's street cred coffin. Then there's French Montana. He's been riding with Diddy for years, but that birthday clip, French and Diddy all oiled up, folks have been whispering for years that it was more than just brotherly love. The way Diddy was looking at French, like there was way more going on behind the scenes.
Vibes.
What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait,
And then we've got that video of Diddy talking about making some magic with French.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
And don't forget, these two were inseparable on vacations, always together, year after year, jetting off to luxury spots. posing in photos that looked a lot more like spooning than friendship.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Good morning, buddy. How are you feeling today? Just Sally, we right here, baby. We gonna make some magic tonight?
Now let's talk about YK Osiris. Remember when Diddy took him on that oceanfront getaway? Osiris posted a pic. Diddy shirtless, swimming, vibing. Then he doubled down, posting a video of himself getting a naked massage, eating fruit, listening to Diddy's music. And then Osiris's baby mama jumped in, tweeting she'd caught him in bed with another man. She wrote, "Stop asking me what happened with my BD. I caught him with a man." People instantly linked it back to Diddy. And when Osiris went on The Breakfast Club, his whole vibe was shaky. He didn't deny anything. He just danced around the questions, like he was scared to say too much.
Diddy even named a syrup flavor after him.
It's so smooth, French vanilla, you gotta try it.
Yes.
It's real.
And it turns out, these DL vibes were exactly why Cat Williams kept his distance. Cat's been vocal for years about steering clear of the industry's shady corners. He refused to compromise his integrity. He said no amount of money could pull him into the lifestyle Diddy was allegedly running. A world of freak-offs, male groupies, and unchecked influence. A world where boundaries were optional and favors were the real currency. And it wasn't just Cat. Terrence Howard has spoken out too, claiming Diddy allegedly tried to pressure him into favors.
We met in Vegas for the first time ever. You know, I'm sure I heard about him more than he heard about me.
Right.
But when I met him, it was just like, you know, it was like, you going back to New York tomorrow? I'm like, yeah. Like, come on, get on my jet. We're gonna go back together. Come on, bring all your friends too. You know, then we went back, you know, we landed, and after that was history, you know.
Terrence said he lost major deals simply for refusing to play along, but he made it clear. He wasn't about to trade his dignity or manhood for access, money, or clout. He admitted it cost him, but it also kept him out of the traps Diddy's been setting for decades. At the end of the day, the streets are watching. The DL rumors, the male groupies, the prison chaos. It's all part of a lifestyle that's been running for decades. But here's the real question. How deep does this rabbit hole go? Who else is caught in Diddy's orbit? And how many are paying the price for staying close? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're here for the raw truth, don't just scroll. Lock in, tap like, hit subscribe, and stick around. Because the next jaw dropper is loading right now.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, you know, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with something. I've lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that because the man card means everything.